Halo guys, welcome back lagi ya, kembali dengan saya Jimmy. Kita mau melanjutkan game mencari 1 di channel XTOGAME ya. Kemarin kita sudah melawan Vulkan dan saya udah saya sebenarnya sih bukan curang ya, memang ada sedikit trik. Kemarin saya melawan dia tuh pakai bom ranjau. Saya taruh di lantai yang mungkin dia lewatin. Udah gitu aja dan gampang sekali menangnya ya. Dan kita mau lanjutkan perjalanan si Solid Snake untuk menghentikan nuklir ya, nuklir yang direncanakan sama Liquid Snake. Oke, seperti itu aja opening kita. Yuk let's go ke gamenya. Nah, ini udah lawan bos sih gede aja ya. Harusnya gue kembali ya. Sebentar. Kita cutscene dulu, nanti saya save. Biar nggak penasaran, saya nanti kembali tanpa recording guys, gitu aja. Ini penting nggak sih? Buat apa save foto? Take photo wherever you like. Ini nggak guna dong. Nggak guna dong ini. Ih, dapat rasen. Ini sih bahaya guys, bukan air biasa loh. Masa kita turun darah kita berkurang?
Snake, it's me.
What's wrong? Did you find a good place to hide?
Yeah, thanks to the stealth gear. It looks like they've finished getting Metal Gear ready.
How do you know that?
I overheard them talking. Where are you now?
Right in front of Metal Gear, but it's strange.
Tapi ini aneh.
There's nobody here.
Tidak ada orang di sini. No guard,
Nobody
no
patrolling.
patriot.
It's too quiet.
Ini terlalu sepi.
Maybe because they're all ready.
Mungkin
They
mereka.
said they even input the PAL codes.
Mungkin saya.
What should I
Apa
do?
ya?
All we can do is use the override system that President Baker told you about.
But I've only got one of the 3 keys, and besides that, like Ocelot said, there's some trick to using the keys.
Leave it to me.
You got some kind of plan?
Well, I'm in the computer room right now. I'm trying to access Baker's private files.
Oke. Dia
Baker's
mau ke
files.
Baker
Don't you
File.
need a password?
Of course, but
Mau nyari
there are
password.
ways.
Are you a hacker?
Apa kamu hacker?
That
No
describes me
ya,
pretty well.
bukan
Does
no
it
ya.
look like you can get in?
I don't know yet. I'll give it a try.
Saya tidak tahu
I'm
pasti, tapi
counting
saya
on
akan
you.
mencobanya. Ini sih mau lawan bos lagi kayaknya.
Snake, it's me again.
How's it going?
Not bad. I just got past his 3rd security level. He was a pretty careful guy.
Do you think you'll break in soon?
I never met a system I couldn't bust into.
Okay, keep trying.
Baiklah, terus coba. Kita bisa sini. Terus bisa naik juga ya tadi ya. Gue masih penasaran guys, yang pintu level 7 yang di salju. Cuman kalau logikanya itu dapat apa gitu loh. Kalau untuk item-item senjata, nah saya udah lengkap. Bom juga kayaknya udah lengkap. Tapi apa dong gitu loh.
I did it.
You got past security?
Bingo.
Great. So what do you got?
I accessed the confidential Metal Gear file.
So what about the PAL override system that Baker talked about?
I haven't found it yet.
That's what I need to know.
But Snake, I found something else.
What?
The secret behind the new nuclear weapon. Just as I thought, the nuclear warhead is designed to be fired from the railgun like a projectile. It doesn't use fuel, so it isn't considered a missile. That way it can get around all sorts of international treaties.
Pretty sneaky.
Yes, but effective. And that's not even the scariest thing about this weapon.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
It's a stealth weapon.
Oh,
You mean it
still
won't show up on
weapon.
radar?
Yeah. The truth is, they've been working on a stealth missile since the late 70s.
Wow.
Why weren't they able to develop one until now?
Because of the missile rocket propulsion system, it would be picked up by enemy satellites.
Wish
Oh,
keren.
yeah, that makes sense.
But unlike a missile, the railgun doesn't burn any propellant,
The
so it
railgun,
can't be
no?
detected by any current ballistic missile detection systems.
An invisible nuclear warhead.
Totally impossible to intercept. And on top of that, it's got a surface-piercing warhead designed to penetrate hardened underground bases.
Yeah, we learned that lesson in the Gulf War.
This thing could mean the end of the world.
It's the ultimate weapon. And from a political point of view, it avoids the problem of nuclear reduction and nuclear inspections. Colonel, is this true? Are you listening?
I'm listening.
Saya
If word of this
mendengarkan.
got out, it could delay the signing of the START 3 treaty and cause a huge international incident.
Yeah, it would be nasty. The United States would be denounced by the UN. It could even bring the president down.
Did you know this, Colonel?
I'm sorry.
You changed, Colonel.
I won't make any excuses.
Snake, listen to me. This new nuclear weapon, it's never actually been tested, only simulated.
You mean they ran a computer model?
Yeah, that's why they were conducting this exercise. They needed to get actual experimental data to back up the simulation.
What were the results of the exercise?
It looks like it went better than they hoped for, but I can't find the data anywhere on this network. You'd think the data as important as that would be carefully recorded.
0358.
President Baker gave me an optical disc with all of the test data.
What? Do you still have it?
No, Ocelot took it from me.
Damn. The terrorists have replaced the dummy warhead with a real warhead. Once they input the detonation codes, they should be ready to launch.
So you think they can do it?
Well, the dummy warhead was designed to be identical to the real thing, so I think so.
Did you find out how to override it yet?
Not yet. It must be in a separate file. Right now I'm looking through all of Baker's personal files.
We're counting on you.
Oke, kita dia ngomong apa ya? Saya udah nggak tahu. Bener, saya nggak tahu dia ngomong apa aja. Kasih informasi-informasi aja sih dia. Ada musuh. Oke. Jangan pakai singgir. Ini sokom. Nah, udah. Ayo, mana? Oke. Aman. Telepon lagi si Octagon.
Snake.
Did you find it?
No, I haven't found out about the override system yet, but I found Baker's ulterior motive.
He's just looking to get rich, isn't he?
Well, that's part of it. Arms Tech is in much worse financial trouble than I thought.
I know they lost their bid to make the next generation fighter jet. That plus the reduction in SDI spending.
It looks like there was even some talk of a hostile takeover.
Everything was riding on this project, I guess.
And it looks like we were paying a lot of bribe money to the DARPA chief.
Bribe money, huh?
Yeah, and Baker was a big proponent of the nuclear deterrent theory.
I see. So anyway, what about the override?
Just give me a little bit longer.
Gila, ngomongnya lama banget guys. Udah ngantuk, ngomongnya banyak. Emang sih ceritanya bagus kah kalau kita mendengarkan. Oke, kita sudah masuk. Nah dia.
Okay, I've entered the PAL codes and disengaged the safety device. We can launch anytime.
Kita bisa meluncurkan kapanpun.
It looks like we'll have to show them that we mean business.
Meluncurkan
Should I
nuklir ya,
set it for
teman-teman.
Jonathan, Russia?
No. There's
Ocelot
been a
sama Liquid nih.
change. The new target is Lock
Nih,
North
si Liquid.
China.
Why, boss?
I'm sure
Liquid
neither
ganteng
you nor
dia.
Mr. Golukovich would really like to
Cuma
see a
ini
nuclear
game kan
bomb
game
dropped on your
jadul ya,
mother,
jadi
right?
kota-kota ya. Tapi
Liquid.
aslinya ganteng
But
itu
why?
apa
There's nothing there.
Wrong.
karakternya,
It's a nuclear test
karakter
site.
3D-nya.
Nuclear test site?
If we nuke a major population center, the game's over. But a nuclear
Saya
explosion
udah
at a
nemu
test
kan, nemu
site can still
gambarnya
be
kan, itu
concealed
ganteng
from the
dia.
public. Meanwhile,
Mau
Washington will be
dijadiin thumbnail
worried
yang
about the retaliatory strike
lawan
from
dia
China.
bos terakhir.
It'll probably mean top secret talks between both countries' leaders.
Of course. And in the process, the president will be forced to divulge the existence of a new and highly destabilizing nuclear weapon to the Chinese. What do you think that will do to the US's reputation? Or the president's?
And with the CTBT, that means that China and India. I see.
Yes. When the other countries hear about this new weapon, they'll all want to contact us. Washington won't be very
Pastinya
happy
tidak
when we
akan
start
senang
selling
kita
their own
menjual
system to the
mereka.
highest bidders. Yes.
Oke.
The president will break. He will give in to our demands.
Big Boss's DNA.
Tuh, ini ngomongin Big Boss DNA tuh. $1 million. Gila.
That money will be used to cure our genome soldiers as well.
DNA-nya
also
Big Boss,
including the
$1
Fox dye
million.
vaccine in our demands.
Tahu kan Big Boss itu siapa? Big Boss itu Snake juga, tapi Snake yang di
So it's true that it affects older
itu.
people first. Mantis might not have been affected because he wore a mask.
Wolf
Takut
wasn't
salah
infected
ngomong ya,
either.
bukan? Big
Perhaps
Boss
due
itu
to those tranquilizers she always
ada yang
took.
bilang dia
Something to do with the
ya Snake
adrenaline
yang
level in the
di
blood.
Metal Gear 5, tapi
Or maybe
ibunya
it's
juga
just
dipanggil
because
Big
this
Boss.
Fox
Kalau nggak salah
dye
sih gitu ya.
was still experimental
Tapi
and they haven't
lebih
worked out all the
tepatnya
bugs
tuh
yet.
teman-teman bisa nonton
In
video
any case,
yang
have you heard from your
menceritakan alur
friend, Colonel
cerita
Sergei
Metal Gear.
Golukovich at the
Jadi dia
Spetsnaz?
ada timeline-nya itu
He
disusun
still has doubts
diceritain
about the ability of Metal
awal
Gear.
mulanya
He said we
gitu.
can talk after Metal Gear's test launch is successful.
He's a very prudent
DNA
man.
Big Boss saja berharga
There's nothing to worry
$1
about.
million.
Colonel wants Metal Gear and a
Karena
new
mereka bisa
nuclear weapon
kuning,
so bad he can
kuning
taste it.
jadi prajurit terbaik
If
gitu.
Russia wants to regain its position as a military superpower, they need to reinforce their nuclear arsenal. They need a nuclear weapon that can't be intercepted. Metal Gear will allow them to gain first strike capability over the rest of the world.
Their regular army is in shambles, and they think they can restore their country's military power with nuclear weapons? Golukovich, he's no warrior. He's a politician.
But he's the one who gave us
Mereka
the
sudah
hind
23
and most
menit
of our other
ya.
heavy firepower.
Mungkin Animus ya.
He's got over 1,000 soldiers under his command. If we join forces, we could put up quite a resistance here. Since Mantis died, the genome soldiers' brainwashing has started to wear off. I'm worried about the men's morale.
Oh, Mantis yang tukang
Alliance with
cuci
the
otak ya.
Russians would boost that as well.
Jadi Mantis ini ya
We're
ada
not going
prajurit baru ya, dia yang
anywhere. We're
cuci
going to
otak.
dig in here.
We can still escape.
We've got the most powerful weapon ever
By
made,
the way, kalau
and we're about
terjemahan
to ally
saya
with
salah ya
Galugavich's forces.
dikoreksi aja ya di
Going to
komentar ya.
fight the whole world.
Saya juga kadang
What's wrong with that?
menceritakan
We can
apa
launch a
yang saya
nuclear
menurut
warhead
saya.
at any target on this planet. A nuclear
Benar
warhead,
itu.
invisible to radar. And on
Itu
top of that,
benar.
this base is full of spare nuclear warheads. Once we get the DNA and the money, the world will be ours.
What about your promise to Colonel Galugovich?
I have no interest in the revival of Mother Russia.
You're not thinking of reviving Big Boss's dream.
From today, call this place Outer Heaven.
Outer Heaven.
Big Boss's dream.
Bos dream.
But boss, you're not worried about the PAL being
Outer
overridden?
Heaven. Outer Heaven.
If the code is in it again, it'll be
Pernah dengar?
deactivated.
No need to worry.
Ada
The
Metal
DARPA
Gear
chief and the
yang
arms tech
dari
president are
Outer
both
Heaven
dead.
kalau nggak salah.
Does Snake know how the override system works?
You interrogated him, don't you know?
He didn't have any keys on him.
Good. Then no one can stop
Oh,
Metal
udah
Gear
ini
now.
sih.
By the way, what should we do with that woman?
Udah aja
Want
nih.
me to kill her?
Let her live. She's Campbell's niece, and Snake cares for her. We'll keep her as our ace in the hole.
Meryl. She's alive.
Snake,
I
I found
found
Baker's top secret files.
Oke, dia menemukan
How's it going there?
They finished
file
inputting the
rahasia.
PAL codes. So how do we deactivate them?
Bagaimana
Okay,
mengaktif?
you see the override system that the president was
menonaktifkannya.
talking about? It can also be used to input the detonation codes.
Oke.
You see, if you insert the keys when the warhead is active, you deactivate it. And if you insert them when it's inactive, it becomes activated. And you can only use the keys once.
Only once, huh?
Yeah,
cuma satu
you better
kali.
get started. We don't have much time.
But it takes 3 keys, right? I've only got 1 of them.
Hold on a minute.
Oke,
You see,
kayaknya udah
that's the
sholat
trick.
subuh nih, guys.
You already have all 3 keys.
What
Kita
are you talking
belum
about?
tahu part
The
ini
card key
menceritakan
is
apa.
made of a
Kebanyakan
shape
ngomong.
memory alloy.
Shape memory alloy.
Yes, it's a material that changes shape at different temperatures. The key is made out of it.
This card key?
Yeah, the card key changes shape at different temperatures.
So
Aduh.
this key is actually 3 keys in 1.
Bukan
Clever.
ngegrid.
Can you see the input terminals in the center of the control room?
I see them.
Those 3 laptop terminals are for the emergency input. There should be a symbol on each screen. Each symbol corresponds to a different key. Input the keys in order from left to right. The left one's for the room temperature key. See the symbol? Next to that goes the low temperature key. The one on the right is the high temperature key.
Okay, I got it. First, I change the shape of the card, and then I input them in order, right?
That's right. All you do
Tuh,
is insert
udah
the card
sholat
keys.
subuh,
After you
teman-teman.
insert the key into the module, a hard disk reads the
Dan
information
pastinya
contained on it.
kerekam ke mic
Once
ya.
you're finished with all 3 terminals, the code input process is complete. But here's
Karena
the
noise
thing. You
reduction
can only
itu
use the key
saya
3 times. It's an emergency system.
ya
It's only
nggak
meant
bisa
to be
lah
used
karena di
once.
sini saya dekat sama
Word is
masjid
riding
ya.
on that key, Snake.
Jadi nggak perlu.
Damn!
Kartunya jatuh. Oh no.
The key fell in the drainage ditch.
Snake, this is bulletproof glass. There's no way in. I'll enjoy watching you die.
Snake, you've got to get that key.
You got to get the key. Oh, jadi kita disuruh ngambil kuncinya, teman-teman. Oke. Bentar. Kita lihat ya, apakah apakah ini apakah lama? Kalau lama kita skip aja ya. Rasanya udah mulai sholat subuh. Maksudnya andaikan lama ya saya nggak diupload gitu. Tapi kalau cuma bentar dong ya udahlah. Oke, kita turun. Oke, kita turun aja ya. Biar cepet. Kalau udah musim anak liburan sama mendekati bulan puasa ya, itu seru sih. Jadi saya tiap hari bisa live. Cuma live-nya nggak tahu bisa sampai jam berapa karena di sini jam 2 itu udah berisik sih guys. Nih, kita kan harus nyari key-nya. Nah, key-nya itu ada di dapat kan? Dapat. Palki dapat. Oke. Di sini ada bol. Di bawah juga nggak mungkin. Di atas nggak mungkin coy. Ini kan yang kita naik. Telepon cember dulu. Telepon cember. You got a fit good. Now
Get back to the
control room and
and
just
use that key to
kita disuruh ke atas lagi untuk memasukin key-nya. Oke. Sini gue pakai dulu. Oke, masuk. Hancurin dulu. Soalnya ganggu. Oke, mana? Gimana kamera nih. Oke.
Looks like the key doesn't fit.
Tidak bisa dipakai guys. Nih.
Number 1, confirm. Awaiting PAL code number 2.
Okay, that takes care of PAL code
Okay.
number 1. Now PAL number 2.
Masih
Freeze
ada
the key.
masih ada 2 kunci. Freeze the key kalau nggak salah. Oke. Nggak bisa. Tuh kan nggak bisa kan. Jadi freeze the key itu kita harus di tempat yang level 7 sniper kalau tidak salah, yang freeze kan salju kan. Kalau ini saya nggak tahu ya. Ini nggak tahu. Oke, gitu aja guys, sampai jumpa. Kita tutup videonya. Kita masih butuh 2 kunci lagi. 1 kunci warna kuning sudah dipasang. Kita masih butuh kunci yang merah sama yang biru ya. Kita tutup videonya, kita lanjutin besok guys ya. Saya sudah ngantuk dan sudah sholat subuh juga ya. Terima kasih yang udah setia menonton video dari saya ya. Sampai jumpa di video berikutnya. Terima kasih semuanya. Thank you. Bye.